and has affected the entire examination process across the country, that we must cancel the examination and direct a fresh examination to be held.
Yes.
Really, because they want to take it.
That's right. But I just wanted
the examination has to be on a concrete footing, that the sanctity of the entire examination has been
I bow down. I just wanted to
counsel. 108 who are seeking re-exam are amongst 108,000.
No.
Yes.
No, they'll be outside 108,000.
We are outside 108,000. 2-3 things at the outset, my lord. As per my lord's direction, CBI was supposed to file their status report. Filing, we understood it will be filed and it will be supplied to us. And that was the direction.
This.
But
The only problem is this today. I mean, I'm all for transparency. In fact, this is not a sealed cover procedure. Let me be very clear. But today an investigation is going on.
correct. I
Right?
follow that.
If what CBI has told us in the course of the investigation is revealed, probably the investigation will get scuttled because people will become wise on what are the leads which have emerged in the course of the investigation. So that's the only thing.
I bow down straight away. My only, you see, the intervention in between will be causing problem.
So what we would like you to do, Mr. Huda, is
Please.
you have to, redaction is not possible in these kind. If it's redacted, then it'll have nothing of it'll have nothing of substance. You will have to show us, prima facie on the basis of your submissions, that the leak is so systemic and has affected the entire examination process across the country that we must cancel the examination and direct a fresh examination to be held.
Yes.
That is the area where we want to hear you. And then we'll hear the learned solicitor in response to that.
I will assess this honorable court
Then,
on that area.
just 1 second. The second, we have some ideas also on what we are going to pose to the solicitor thereafter.
Please, Lord.
We would like you to assist us on assuming, if we accept your wider submission that you must have a fresh, neat examination, then that's what you exactly want. Suppose in the alternative, after hearing you both, we are not with you, then we would like you to also assist the court on which are the further lines of investigation, what are the lines of investigation which must be carried out. In the sense that which are the specific issues which must be investigated. So we would like your assistance on both. The other is an alternate argument.
Recap I have in assisting this honorable court in this leak matter. One, they have not declared the entire result. They have declared the result of 100 people. And my assistance is information gathered from here and there. The UPSC, in IAS exam, they declared the result of entire people. At least they should have declared the result of this 1 lakh people who get admission. First 50,000 in the medical colleges.
Just one second. Except for the fact that if some people have wrongly got into the 1,08,000 category,
That's right.
then somebody below the 1,08,000 can legitimately get into that 1,08,000.
Correct. That's right. So, but in fact, the balance is this 1 lakh. If all of them 1 lakh don't want re-examination, this 1 lakh on one side and 22 lakh on the other side who would like to take a chance in view of the this examination is marred by controversy. All 22 lakh would like to have a second chance.
That argument,
Yes, that
Mr. Huda,
argument-
there's a problem. Forget the question of leak in this matter. Merely because, say, out of 22 lakh, 1,08,000 only have got admission or would get admission. And therefore, you are left with, say, about 20 lakhs, 22 lakh students who would want to take a chance. We cannot order a re-examination merely because they want to take a chance.
That's right. But I just wanted
Re-examination has to be on a concrete footing, that the sanctity of the entire examination has been
I
broken.
bow down. I just wanted to dispel an impression that the stake in the re-examination is of lakhs of people. No, the stake is of 1,08,000 people. I will have to demonstrate conclusively that we cannot segregate tainted from the untainted. In Tanvi Sabharwal case and the judgment authored by Malo, clearly says in Tanvi Sabharwal's case, the finding was we have identified 44 candidates out of 6 lakhs. The remaining we are not able to identify. So So we cannot permit even 10
So,
people.
Mr. Huda, I think, you need not labor that point
Correct.
because you're absolutely right on that.
I'm so grateful.
That if you can, as a conceptually,
Yes.
that if you can establish that it is not possible to segregate the tainted from the untainted,
Correct.
then the whole examination has to go. Because
Yes.
those basic, you can of course show those authorities briefly to us
Yes, sir.
at a certain point.
Please.
But when we have looked at the facts, but before we go into the authorities, we want you to address the core of the facts before us.
Our question is little.
How many?
Lakh
So,
8,000.
I represent 10. I'm from
How
my,
many are asking
we can
for?
supported by 43 more from
I do not know how many, at least 100, the candidates who have called us individually, but who have not
I
particularly.
think they have a figure. 108. Mr. Kaushik, if you can just ask somebody, any of your team from the NTA, to just do this physical exercise of telling us even at lunch or after lunch, how many total students are involved in the matters before not involved, but how many students have moved the court in this batch of cases?
Lords, with utmost respect, my lords, that may
Approximately 108 are seeking reconduct of the examination.
Mr. Counsel,
50.
108 who are seeking re-exam are amongst 1,08,000.
No,
Yes.
no, they'll be outside 108,000.
we are outside 108. They can't be. They can't.
Because 108,000 would get, they have succeeded.
They are not seek re-examination at all. I represent.
So all those who have not been able to
Yes,
clear.
yes. Some people within 108 are also before your lordships
How-
because they say
They will not get into government medical.
they will not get into government, they will get into it.
My lord, in my pixel,
Seeking re-examination.
in my pixel 700. In my lab pixel, my lab, there are 5 candidates. One of them.
Now in charge, unless we ask a question to some other council, the others may not interrupt because otherwise, our line of thinking is also affected. And he is deflected also. He has his thought process in some matter. Yes.
Qualifying marks are 164.
Done this exercise, there are 131 students who are not falling within 1,08,000 and they are playing for retest.
131 students.
130. And there are petitioners and there are 254 who are falling within 1,08,000. They are opposing them. Not that statistics can assist your lordship either way, but factually this is the position.
So 131 students beyond 108,000 who want a retest and
254, they are in the form of IAs for implement
Who are opposing.
for opposing the retest.
Lords, the
They
figures may,
fall within 1,08,000.
the figures may not always be right, my lords, because I represent somebody who falls within.
Yes, sir.
And whose rank is about 2009. But, sorry, my lords, we'll work out the figures in common with Mr. Kaushik.
now tell us also what is the cutoff rank for the 56,000 and for the 108,000.
They may just